So I know what muscles we're going to be incorporating, so these are the ones I'm going to be stretching.
Okay.
So, grab a handful of discs. It don't matter what it is. Just I need a good little weight, about 3 or 5. Yeah, good weight. Pretty much simple, easy, right here. Just 10 times. We're gonna just rotate that full rotator cuff.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So try to keep that elbow in the one locked position and then rotate everything. There we go. Just do 10 of those, flop it to the other side. All right. So y'all both have cards, which is good. Mind if I grab this real quick?
Yeah.
So what we want you to do, kind of bend over the card a little bit, use it as a balance, open up your chest, make sure this shoulder blade touches that other shoulder blade. Basically just opening up that chest. So yeah, you can't use your card.
Well.
So yeah, have a natural bend, don't, and then kind of have it like that. So
okay.
There, that shoulder blade touches. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Switch it.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta treat both sides equal. All right. Now this one you probably would want to grab your card, have something to balance on.
Okay.
And all we're doing is opening up that head. That's it. Yeah. Just that. Yeah. Exactly. Right there. Yeah. Don't worry about if you got to reset, that's good. Don't worry because we really want you to just get used to that motion there. We don't want you to go too fast or anything. We're just warming up.
Man, I ain't done this motion since high school football.
And that's why I do incorporate it, because most people don't think about their hips when they're throwing. All right, other one, we're warming up your ankles. So lean on something, we're just doing ankle raises. But we're gonna do 5, and then we're gonna kind of go in a circle. Yeah. There we go. Get all those little muscles all loosened up. Cool. That's pretty much it. That's a good warm up. So
Okay, I'm tired. See you later.
Yeah.
that's pretty much that. That's why that second round. This is where it's more important for that second round, because you sat in the car for 40-45 minutes. Yeah. You got real comfortable, sat in the AC, everything tightened up.
Oh, we got to see a good show at the gas station.
Yeah.
So everything is loosened back up for the most part, but for what I do, I don't really even get us going on the X step. I don't find it necessary because it's a lot of dancing before you actually do the action.
Okay.
And so we eliminate that the action is really what you're looking for to correct. You can dance all you want, but I'm not a dance instructor. I'm a thrower. So what we're doing, we're just gonna get you set up. I want you to imagine pretty much come up to this D-pad. Imagine this hole about 200 feet further. I want you to come up on a standstill. How would you approach this hole? So I want to see your natural setup. I don't want to see anything that you do different. Thinking how I would set you up. Go into this how you would. So grab any disc. We're not going to actually throw it, so it doesn't matter.
Doing a standstill. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. There we go. So you're doing what everybody does. Look where your hips are pointing.
That way.
Sorta.
Sorta.
They're pointing, now point.
That way?
That way.
Okay.
So where's, our target is over there. So what you're doing is by pointing this way, you're creating resistance with your hip. You're creating a resistance with your back. And then you're also probably more than likely curling your wrist because you need to get over so right now we want to put all our energy, all our force into something that's direct. So keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. There we go. That's kind of where you want to be. Okay. Because we're throwing a hyzer here. You can't throw over here on this left side, so you need to take advantage of all this space. And the easiest way to throw a hyzer is that. that's where you're pointing. Okay. So now, now that you're pointing in the right direction, I just want to see your natural pull through. You don't throw it. I want to just see it. What would you do? Okay. Good. Keep going. I can't see everything in one go, so I need to check it out. Okay. Good. You have good transfer of momentum. That's good. Nice. Okay. Are you curling your wrist at the end? It's kind of hard to see real fast.
I basically have it like this the whole way. I mean, I can do that, but it's like that
I'm
the
just
whole way.
no. I'm asking. I'm just asking. Are you doing it because it looks like you?
No, I
Okay.
come back like that, and
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Good. So it looks like you have a good transfer of momentum. That's what's a lot of people don't have. They don't know. They don't know how to shift their weight very well.
I have plenty of weight to shift. I got it.
So even if that, like, I've had people that just, they say they're athletes, but they think this is a twisting motion, but this is actually a shifting motion. What we're doing.
Okay.
It's not. We're not. You can create torque by shifting into a direction rather than just spinning like a torque. So we're gonna push our momentum to a direction rather than in a circle.
Okay.
So go ahead and let's get lined up correctly. So act like we're gonna throw a hyzer. So like I said, easiest direction to throw a hyzer would be not across your body, but with your body. So put your foot that way, keep going, right there, perfect. Okay. So in a very neutral disc situation, say if you had to throw a putter, and this is a very neutral disc for you, right?
It's a judge.
So it's kind of straight for you, right? If you were to throw it?
No, hyzer.
Hyzers? Okay, gotcha. So like, I'm saying like...
I'll put these on your lapel real quick. I'm gonna try to get...
So it's a putter, so it is somewhat of a neutral disc. So right now, in order to create angle, are you using your wrist like?
Yeah, I'd release like this.
Okay, so that's what we want to eliminate. We want to eliminate hinges in our game. So hinges, are anything that have a variable, which is our wrist, which is a very small muscle, which can, for round 2, become independable because it is a small muscle. And what if yesterday you played 2 rounds as well? So the 4th round, that small muscle is going to be very worn out. So what we're going to do is keep a very neutral disc, and we're going to change how our body goes.
Okay.
Rather than the angle of the disc, because like I said, this is unreliable, we're going to change the way our body goes.
Okay. So that we're going like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Exactly. So in the same way, if we're going to go in a straight line, we're going to be more upright because we're throwing straight. And if you want to throw an anhyzer, you adjust your feet to an anhyzer position and you bend your back, and then you throw that way.
Okay.
Gotcha. So let's get some disc in your hand. So go ahead and throw that, but I want you to go ahead and just do a pull through, line up. So right there, it's a little low. Keep it right there. Okay. So you don't want your wrist above your elbow. You want the elbow above the wrist. And this is where your driving force is. Your driving force isn't your forearm, everything, it's right here, and all this on your butt, on your core, that's your driving force. Okay. So you're leaving it there, all right? And then your direction is there, and you're just trying to point into the middle of the fairway. Yep. All right. So go ahead, just do a couple practice pull-throughs. Yep. And go ahead and release one. Yeah. Whoop. And which is fine. Right now, you have, I'll go ahead and grab these. So right now you have just a shoulder, you want to go up, which is natural. So right now, just imagine just going more direct. So you're kind of having coming up here, so don't drop your shoulders, more or less keep everything tabletop. That's what everything.
Into the basket or what?
No, we're going just a little past it. Don't go far past it, we're just going past. There we go. So we're getting more tabletop. So elbow So your elbow might not have to be as high as you're getting it. I was a little exaggerating it, but go ahead and drop it and see if you can keep it tabletop.
Okay.
There we go. Yep. Yeah.
Notice the elbow is out. That's good.
Yeah. There we go. Good.
Come back on the shelf. I don't want to go down there.
I'll grab it. No worries. So this is about the same as your judge here. So here you're readjusting your feet to get comfortable. So you got to keep in conscious where you want to throw. This is a very neutral disc. There we go. Good. Yes, sir. There we go. So, which is fine. That is fine. Your timing, like I said, you're used to, it's a very common thing. If you line up here, your timing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
Right now, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So you're just gonna have to shorten up that length. And what that means is you're gonna just have to sit here for a second or so and then explode through the shot. So
Okay.
keep conscious of where your shoulder is, where your elbow is, let everything set, and then explode. That might slow things down for you in order to hit this correct time.
Okay. Your turn, Nick.
Yeah.
That's a good starting point. So, all right, hips lined up, good. So right now you are just a on these discs. This is a very neutral disc.
Okay.
So that is kind of a better position because it will flip up for you.
Okay.
But on any other disc that has stability or understability, you do have to be wary. So this would be an anhyzer angle.
Okay.
This would be a hyzer angle because, like I said, we're taking the path of least resistance.
Okay.
We're not trying to cross ourselves in order to create a hyzer.
Okay.
We're just trying to transfer energy from our left hip to our front hip out the hand.
Okay. So I'll move this back a tiny bit, but
Yeah. So what's your stance? That's like, is that comfortable for you?
It used to be like this, but I'm trying to do more like this so I can get more.
Yeah. So like I said, that's when you kind of cross yourself, and that's what you're trying to do by putting that there.
Okay.
It's creating, I don't know, what I call artificial snap.
Okay.
It's because you're using just more. You're using more shoulder leverage.
Okay.
Rather than actual hip leverage.
Hip leverage. Okay.
So we want to use it from, we want to transfer the energy from the bottom up, not from the top.
Okay. So.
Put down the other disc.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead, just do a normal pull through, but don't. I just want to see your normal pull through, but don't release. Is that your normal height? Is that?
This is what I try to do. What I actually do, not always the same thing.
Okay. Well, then go ahead, release one. Then I want to see what you're actually doing. Okay. So good. You have a good high release. It might be just a touch too high.
Okay.
It's you're right here at your microphone. You want to be right here. So imagine, it's a weird analogy, but imagine if someone had wax paper across your chest and across your nipples.
Okay.
That's the height, and you need to pull through. You're not gonna fan it off or anything. You're gonna rip it off.
Okay. Got it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you fan it off, you're gonna stop and you're not gonna get it all off.
Okay.
But if you rip it off, you're getting it all off.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Let them play through, I guess.
Yeah. So right now, is your foot usually open already?
I think it just came open and I just forgot to.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just trying to find out everything.
Normally I try to be parallel like this, but I'm trying to train myself to do this.
Yeah. So,
But
yeah.
I generally try to do that. I try not to open it, but I guess I just naturally do.
No. So you need to open it, and that's kind of what it is. You need to go from an open, from a close to an open.
Closed to an open. Got it.
Because when you need to, like I said, this is your closed, this is your open.
Okay.
So you need to have, but it needs to open up.
Okay.
So that's how you get the transfer from your left hip to your right hip and out your hand.
Okay.
So your hand is just a guide. It's not actually it shouldn't actually do any work.
Okay.
It shouldn't actually carry any load besides telling it, I want to go around that tree.
Okay.
That's it. So, and mind you, like I said, in this hand as a guide, so when you release the disc, even though the disc might be out of your hand right here, and then you go, okay, I can quit, and you kind of just like fall off,
Okay.
the disc will do that.
Okay.
And it's because even though it feels like it's out of your hand, your hand's already creating that momentum to go right, and that's why it does that. So you have to stay the steady path.
Okay.
Of whatever line you choose, that's it.
Okay.
And you finish all the way through until it is actually out of your hand. You can see it mid-flight.
Okay.
All right. So the tabletop thing right here, pretty much we don't, like I said, we don't change any angle with our wrist. We change angle with our body. This is our biggest lever, and we don't mess with this little hinge.
Okay.
You know, we mess with big levers, not little hinges.
Okay.
And so hinges create probability. So if you're able to keep that hinge in line, you're more likely to hit the line more often.
Okay.
So go ahead and just don't work on hyzer, just let's see your pull through just straight across.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Try to keep it the same. There we go. Exactly. Right there.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
All right. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Let's see.
Yeah. So yeah, try to keep the swaying. We're not same thing. We're not doing a twister motion. We're doing a shifting motion.
Shifting motion.
So we're going here from the left hip to the right hip.
Okay.
And that's all we're doing is we're shifting our weight. We're not actually twisting something because that creates tension on our hips. That creates tension on our back. And like I said, as we do get older, we want to keep playing. So in order to do this, the easiest way to do that is just let the energy out.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a guy out there. He's 102 throwing frisbees. He's sponsored by Innova. So, and he does the exact same thing we're talking about. He doesn't do any. He doesn't bind himself, and he just flows through, walks through his shot.
Okay.
And he's not getting much out of it. He's 102, but.
So it's maybe lateral instead of rotational.
Yes. Yes, it is more lateral. We're just like I said, transferring energy right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too flat.
You're fine. The thing is with that one, as you go from a lateral from a twist, your timing is different. So you're often gonna do that.
Okay.
You're thinking you're grip locking.
Okay.
It's you have to shorten up your time because you're going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And now you need to go from 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, I did the same thing. That one's not good.
That's getting left. That's fine. We got to get this down far as getting we're not going to be changing much. We just have to pretty much just beat this into your brain at this point now. Okay. So we can probably go to this little shaded spot now.
Go ahead, Nick. We're practicing not going wide, so it's called knuckle busting. Don't swing out here. We gotta keep it flat and not hit the tree.
Basically, just creating a good tempo. We don't want any flailing with the arms, so you're not using any of the small muscles like your forearms, like your shoulders, stuff like that. We want to use all shoulder and back muscles rather than forearm to shoulder.
Yeah.
There we go. Good. Nice. Good.
Your turn, Nick. Don't worry. You only hit your knuckles once or twice.
Yeah.
So right here, let's go ahead. You're gonna set up. You know, get a little distance so you're not even gonna get near it. You're gonna grab the disc properly. You're gonna have it a little bit. So right here, you're grabbing it a little far back.
Okay.
Rather than creating, because back here, when you grab the disc back here, you tend to not have control of the disc, so you tend to have to snap your hand open.
Okay.
here you want to have, to eliminate that snap of the wrist.
Okay.
You want to have that good, strong leverage like that.
Like that?
Like that. Good.
That. And then basically don't do that.
And yeah, and basically what we did earlier, shifting of the weight rather than spinning, we're shifting. So if you shift, so come up, you can come up a little bit right there. That's good. Yeah.
Step in my divots.
Yeah.
So lead with your elbow and your shoulder rather than your forearm. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. Yep. And start opening up that hip once you start getting the tempo down. There we go. So don't just flail into it. Keep set up, set back up, pull through like you would a normal shot. Set back up, pull through like you would a normal shot. There we go. There we go. Nice. There we go.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Now we can get to the tee pad.
Okay.
Or actually, we can go right here or just throw.
Yeah.
So. So I want to. Are we doing? I was just trying to figure out how much time. How much?
As much time as you want.
Whatever you want.
Okay, that's fine. So I was like, since we're doing two, I was like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do an hour would suffice with two people.
Main thing is with him.
Got you. Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
Motherfucker. So our target is the middle tree here. So I want you to set up naturally on how you think you would, approach this middle tree. If that was the basket, this is your drive on a par 4. This is your approach to it. So let me see how you would set up, and let me correct if need be.
The tree is the basket?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's looking good. Yep. Awesome. So right now, let's see your tempo now. Let's see your shifting of your weight and everything that we just practiced here on the tree. Very good. Good. So, yeah, make sure you're driving up, elbows nice and good. Yes, right there. Cool. All right, so now we have our 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we're gonna start attacking the basket.
You want me to throw it?
Yep.
Okay.
The tree, sorry. There we go. So remember, keep that line drive, keep everything level. We don't have to create height with the disc. These things want to fly on their own.
All right. Okay.
So just keep everything head height, everything level. Perfect. There we go. Now that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Now everything was good though. There we go. So trust keeping it flat. Don't worry about, putting that body into it. Keep it upright. That was good timing on it though. There we go. Look at that. A lot easier distance. Yeah. So trust it being flat.
Yeah.
That was it. That was just a little bit of wrist control, and so everything else was good. You were on 1, 2, 3. But if you would have kept it flat, it would have kept direction of the tree we're targeting towards.
Come on, Nick. Chunk some disc.
Setting up to where I'm going for that same tree.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay. So this is a AVR?
AVR, yeah.
Cool. All right. So you are setting up correctly. We have a little bit of tailwind,
okay.
So that is good. When tailwind hooks everything up, headwind flips everything over.
Okay.
So in this case, right now, like I said, we're keeping everything
flat,
a little bit lower in your case.
Okay.
But we're keeping that elbow nice and stiff and high, following through like a tabletop. We're not changing the angle of our disc. We are changing the angle of our body if we want more hyzer.
Okay.
But in this case, we want just keep everything upright, keep everything flat, right towards our target. There we go. So that was like 2.5.
Okay.
So I know it's an adjustment of timing. So right there, let's just follow through, keep it a 3.
Okay.
There we go. Good. So I have when you're throwing, make sure you have that disc back up here.
Up here, okay.
Yeah, rather than right here, because like I said, it's gonna create that fling type of throw.
Yeah, I think I have one of the problems where I extend my wrist when I'm trying to.
Yeah, don't worry about extending your wrist. It's extension of your arm. It's everything. Just let your hand open up rather than trying to force it open.
Okay.
There we go. Good. That's better. So once again, don't try to create height. Let's keep that tabletop and you'll be able to penetrate a little bit more. There we go. That's the difference.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. We'll get him.
You want to get another one in?
Somebody's an overachiever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw a few more.
Okay. So same thing, we're just gonna cement this in your brain here. So set up, and if I need to correct, I'll correct. So you are just a touch, there we go. Keep going up a little bit, up, 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 just one more. Perfect. So actually you can go back just one more. There we go, good. Awesome. So yeah, let's work on the tempo real quick. Boom, yep. 1, 2, 3, yep, good. Yes, sir. Yeah, we don't have to create height. The height will come to the disc. Good. That was good. Keeping it flat. Yep, perfect. Nice. So that was about 3.5, which is good, which is fine because we want that, you know, the half, 2.5 to 3.5. That's what we want. You know, if you're hitting the 4 and 5 again, you know, we got problems. So, yeah. Good. Nice. That's gonna hook up just good for you. Perfect. So on that one, you opened up quicker on your hip. You were here and then here, and that's kind of what happens. If you open up your hip faster, your body tends to just go up, and that's what happened. So everything, all that was just a tempo error. So you opened up, and which was good because I was just looking at your feet. I was like, oh, let me see if he's spinning, and you were wanting to spin. You just spun a little bit early, so keep everything in tempo. You're good. There we go. Yep. Now we have a little bit of headwind, so it's gonna rise. So that's why when it comes to these headwinds and these little crosswinds, not giving it the height is kind of necessary because when you do throw a hyzer, it's exposing the bottom of that fly plate, so it'll lift it on its own. So when you have this crosswind, it is kind of pertinent in the headwind as well to throw flat and level. Let the disc just pierce through the wind, and then it'll just hook up on its own. It might not hook up as much, but it'll hook up on its own. To keep the elbow correct, if you have a table or a bar stool or something along the lines of the height you properly need, about like right here, it's like a chest height, you can do that and use the disc and just kind of work on elbow height right here. And it does the same thing as the tree. You can do the same thing on just a normal wall.
Sweet.
And then so that keeps everything in line. If if it's a rainy day, you can't get out to the course or something, if you want to work on form.
But we play in the rain, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey, I've where it's been pretty bad though, where it's like, all right, we're not.
Milby.
Yeah.
We literally just started doing a monsoon on us, and we're like,
yeah.
We're already in the middle of the field. So.
Yeah. So, you want to keep going, keep doing it? Or you want to cement it in, kind of make sure everything, or you want?
Hey, you lead us.
Okay, cool. All right, so now we're kind of getting the idea where we're aiming and the tempo we're going. So I want to start putting it onto the tee pad.
Okay.
Because doing it in the field is a lot different than the course, because you can make up your own lines, but there are real lines on the course. But we're basically, I'm saying that we want to learn how to approach the T-pad correctly rather than just assuming that the T-pad is our friend, because it's not. And we have to point ourselves in the most obvious direction, like I was saying, rather than posing ourselves. So if I want to throw a hyzer, I'm not going to come right here and throw because I'm fighting myself here. I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot. What I want to do is I want to approach my hyzer angle 1, 2, 3 and do that. I don't want to fight against myself. I want to create the least path of resistance. So, and that's by setting ourselves up. Pretty much anytime I go to a new course, a new hole I haven't seen before, I get a little bit of confidence by at least knowing I can set myself up correctly by going the right way. You know, me throwing it correctly is another story, but at least I know I put myself in the right direction. You know, my timing might have been off, blah, 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 but at least I knew I was going towards where I wanted to do. And so that, like I said, that gives you at least a little bit of confidence when you go to a hole, even a hole that you played 100 times, you know that's the direction you need to go to. So right now, let's just start practicing. We're gonna go through different scenarios. We don't actually have to throw, but right in this case, so we're gonna practice, like he was saying, I don't know if I wanna go right of the crepe myrtles or left of the crepe myrtles. I want you to set yourself up. I want you to get used to how would you set yourself up for left and how would you set yourself up for right, okay? So I just wanna get used to walking up and saying, I wanna go around those crepe myrtles. You would come here. I wanna come left, you would come here. I just want you to get used to that pace of the T-pad.
So you want me to do a walk up?
Just a walk up. So right now, go ahead, tell me what side you want to go.
Well, I guess
You want to go right or left? Right? Okay,
We'll
so
start with right.
I want to see what you would do. Don't worry about what I just said, just naturally how you would approach this to throw this shot. Here. Okay, good.
Ooh.
So your direction is going in the better way, in the correct way. So right now, when we set up, we want to set up how we would do in our standstill, because essentially that's what we end up doing anyway. We end up just throwing from a standstill.
Right.
So that's why we worked on that first. So we're just walking up into our direction, find our direction, 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's give it a throw.
What was that last part?
Just give it a throw, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to throw it?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. So that was right.
That was
Your power is a lot better. That's a good power, but right there you went to 4.
Yeah, I went.
You went to 4.
I went far. Yeah. I
So
felt
grab a couple of discs. I'm talking for you.
Yeah. That's why I have this cart, so I can do this.
So let's go on the same. What is that, Judge?
This one's
Warden.
a Warden.
Okay, so same thing. Let's hit the same angle. So hit it on that 1, 2, 3. There we go. Good. Now we're getting full flight out of our putters. So on this one, this is a little bit straighter of a disc than the Warden. So you're not gonna come out at it so much. You're gonna come just a little bit more direct.
Okay.
Kind of towards those crepe myrtles. There you go, good. Yep. So what's your average with these putters? Are you getting them? Do you throw these putters pretty often? No.
Not really.
No. So, well, this is good because you need to learn how to approach these distances. Yeah, that was at 4, but that's good. But what's good about staying at, right there at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, even if you go to 4, your angle and your shoulder was at a good angle, so it's not actually gonna be a shank anymore. No, what that was you coming up.
Yeah.
So that's all that was. You threw at 4, but you came up, so it left here. So all that is just having to keep it tabletop, keeping it level.
All right.
We're all mic'd up. All three of us
Oh,
are
all
mic'd
three
up.
of us are mic'd up. Oh.
Yeah.
How nice of you to be an
Yeah,
overachiever.
mainly keep it on the vertical side because I can use our form as like a form review kind of thing. Trying to get the non-damaged ones.
You can use my card as a table.
There you go. I got it. Yeah.
All
So
ABRs basically.
cool. So the same thing. Go up naturally. Let me see how you would go ahead and do it without any influence of me.
Yeah, so normally I would do, and I'm just pretending I'm going that way.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to do, whether or not I actually do that.
Okay, well, good. You're setting yourself up for a good direction.
Yeah.
So on these, when you throw a neutral disc like this, you don't want to come as steep.
Okay.
You want to come a little bit more direct, and that's
More
kind of
direct.
that's
Okay.
what you did. But when you when you throw something like a driver or something, you definitely want to steepen it up because it does have stability. Here, we don't want to try to throw these on a hyzer because that's just not what they do. Right. We want to be more. We want to see on this left lane. We want to see if we can stay upright, stay pull through, and keep that tabletop on this left lane.
Okay.
So remember, we gotta approach the T-pad correctly, but we're not gonna come here. We're gonna go with the T-pad, or with the line. I'm sorry, with the line we want to throw. So we want to throw here more direct at the basket. So we're taking the more direct path.
Okay. Follow that line. Got it.
Good. Good. So now that's on 3.5. And what you have to do is you're probably used to throwing on hyzer because you're used to kind of cranking everything over. So let's straighten that up to about right there and see, and then let's hit that 1, 2, 3. Let's see if that hits
Okay.
a lot straighter for you. Boom.
There we go, Sean.
Yeah, but I released it like 12.
So that's getting flatter though.
Yeah.
And so, which is good. So once you start, even exaggerate, you might even have to exaggerate by coming a little left.
Okay.
And so just for now, and then that'll start straightening itself out. But you go, like I said, upright, 1, 2, 3. So keep that good flat angle. Good. That's awesome. Now you have that. Now you're getting it flat. Let's just keep the core upright. Let's keep everything and then pull through the whole way. And I guarantee you'll get another several hundred feet out of that. Good. There you go. Now you're getting more, it's a little bit easier power now as far as the disc coming out.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, Sean, come over here and like provide shade for this.
Is that a fat joke?
It may also be a fat joke. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight towards the basket.
Exactly, yeah, so that's where we're going. So same thing, you don't want to come at steep.
Okay.
Keep coming left, right there.
Okay.
So we're staying upright, right here, upright,
Upright.
1, 2, 3.
Got it, okay.
Good, there we go. Now we're getting full flight. So let's slow down our tempo, just keep easy, smooth through it. There we go, good. So now you're getting the correct tabletop. Let's just keep the back in its same position and keep that disc in the same position. So yep, there you go, let's correct ourselves, yep. There we go.
Went a little bit too
No,
extreme.
that's fine. You're getting the
Yeah.
follow through.
Trying to
Yeah.
push it through.
So,
little
like I
more
said,
control.
let's slow our tempo down. Keep it controlled, and just worry about tempo right now. Good. That was a little early release, but you're getting it still. You're still getting it right there, which is good.
Cool.
Nice. Okay. Same thing. Keep it tabletop. Keep it flat. Extend through the shot. Boom. There we go.
Is that your best throw?
It's up there.
It's up there.